What's going on, everybody? Neo here. Don't feel like saying my whole name because I'm still tired. Just woke up. Anyways, we're back with some Phoenix Wright's attorney. Last time we just met Mr. Wright. Sort of a douchebag of sorts. Nah, major douchebag. And he just threatened to get Wright arrested for a crime he didn't commit. So, yeah, let's go see how that will turn out. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. It's Edgeworth. It's Salty Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the public prosecutor's office yesterday. He told me that whatever Mr. Wright says, that it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does Wright have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? Pretty much, bro. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Yeah, we already established that. You tried to hide that there was another man. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix. Well, court will be opening for session soon. What? But wait. Their defense attorney isn't even here yet. He's not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. It is possible you can defend yourself, I think. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Gavel. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the offense are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of another witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judges ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, it's supposed to be me. Yeah, objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Ms. Maya Faye? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man. Besides, at the time I thought that Ms. May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Why, thank you, sir. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Okay, we don't need to see all that, bro. We know you're rich. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name? These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. What? I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Do you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho. I'm so fabulous with all my glitter and stuff. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Witness's account. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusing, or that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Well, I can see lots of BS in that testimony. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. It's time to tear apart this guy's lies. Oh yeah. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. Hold it. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Press further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. True, very true. Of course, he cannot see me. He would need an X-ray vision to pull something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. By window, you mean the one directly across from the Fanco law office? Correct. That is the only window you see. And there you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Then they heard hold it. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see, continue. That's it? Meh. Hold it. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I am no snoop, peeping out the windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. It was when I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Hold it. Spiky-haired? Oh yeah, didn't you say something about shaving your head, Phoenix, after this is all over? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Hold it. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. That's not possible. You can only get a 30-30 vision, I think. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too hold it. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping to pay off his phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho ho, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away. Hold it. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende, I understand. The victim attacked by you and ran to the left. Can I object? Oh, I probably have to present Miss May's testimony because she said that she saw someone run to the right. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. So yeah. Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. That directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, ho, ho. It is simple. You must have misheard her. I think not. Here comes the smacking of the papers. You see, I'm smacking the paper. Dang, I wish I had paper to smack around here. Nah, I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. The victim ran to the left, as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Hey look, he's getting all flabbergasted. What was those big words you was using, bruh? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did see the witness killed? So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? I think both are right? Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha, I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fanico, of course. Oh shoot, he's right. Gavel. More specifically, he was standing here. Show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Mr. White was standing. He's standing exactly where the killer is. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, it would make him. To him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. I will use my majestic beard to flipping smack you and punch you in the face, and it will hurt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ha ha ha. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. And I believe that'll be it for this part. We will get into his testimony again. You know what? Nah. We're going to keep this going. Or do we? Nah. I want to end it off here. Or not. Nah. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. 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 Ms. May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she ran first to the left. And then you hit her. Savagely. That's what I saw. That is what I saw. If only Mr. Sawat were here. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining witnesses' testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She ran to the left. To the left, to the left. To the left, something, something. Hold it. What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans are always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey buddy, you're an American too. When you assaulted a girl, she first ran to the left. Hold it. What do you mean first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Hold it. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there is no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. But technically, I'm the defendant, so yeah, I can do whatever I want, Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the hold it. What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Hold it. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. But you just said that's what you saw. So each of you saw different parts? Absolutely. That's right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. You see, you hit her twice. So, were you watching both times? I suppose I was, and please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. And I know exactly what I need to present too. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Died from a blow by a blunt object. She may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Yeah. Let's try presenting the autopsy report. Yeah, I was right. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. Ah, we got you this time, brother. What do you have to say about that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is absolutely confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I empathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Okay. And that's where we're going to end it off. Because I think that was going to be a quick testimony. Yeah. Alright, so if you guys have enjoyed this episode, feel free to drop a like. Maybe subscribe if you're new. I do lots of Pokemon stuff. Mainly Nintendo in general. Sometimes other stuff as Phoenix Wright, as you see right now. And I will see you guys next time. Peace. While I save my game.